This video is going to be talking about the different types of materials used in engineering. The first material that I'm going to talk about is aluminum. Aluminum is the most abundant metal in the world. It exists in great quantity. It's made out of bauxite, a rock that is the main ore of aluminum. It's found underground, mainly in tropical and subtropical areas. Secondly, soda ash, which is found from vegetation, and limestone, which is found from the mountains. Bauxite is crushed, then mixed with soda ash and limestone. After processing it in a digester and removing unwanted materials, it gets heated to temperatures of 1100 C, then passed through a cooler to shape the material. Aluminum is metallic alloy and non-ferrous. It's a lightweight material, non-corrosive, and it has a high thermal and electrical conductivity. It has a low thermal stability with a melting point of 660.3 Celsius. It's used extremely in aircraft construction and cars due to its strength and lightweight. Moreover, it's used in cooking equipment to take advantage of its thermal conductivity. My next material is steel. It's made out of mainly iron, carbon, and limestone. After extracting iron ore from the earth, it gets heated in a blast furnace where carbon is added and limestone to remove impurities, which produces pig iron that contains excessive carbon. After that, steel factories takes it to remove the excessive carbon and shape the steel as needed. Steel is metallic alloy and obviously ferrous. It's hard, strong, and ductile. It has a high thermal stability with a melting point of 1370 Celsius. Steel is used excessively in construction such as steel cables, buildings, and bridges, and it's used in transportation such as train rails. My next material is rubber. 80% of natural rubber is grown in Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Rubber is taken from rubber trees, while latex is collected by making a cut and letting it drip into a bucket, so it's found in a liquid state in nature. It gets filtered, then formic acid is added for coagulation. That makes it a hard rubber instead of liquid. Rubber is a polymer, non-ferrous, non-metallic. It's a waterproof material, insulator, flexible, ductile, and resists corrosion. It's a low thermal stability material with a melting point of 98 to 175 Celsius. It's used widely in tires, clothing, shoes, and toys. Moreover, because it's waterproof and flexible, rubber membranes are used widely. Synthetic rubber is used sometimes to enhance the properties as needed in the application. Moving on to plastic. Plastic is one of the most important materials in the world nowadays. It's made out of coal, natural gas, minerals, and most dominantly crude oil. Plastic is made with a chemical reaction from monomers which are produced from crude oil. The catalyst is used to speed up the reaction, then a reactor is added, and that produces plastic. These three ingredients, when used in different quantities, produce plastic. It's a polymer, non-ferrous, non-metallic. Plastic is man-made, lightweight, waterproof, corrosion-resistant, easy to shape, and it's an insulator. Its melting point varies from 70 to 260 Celsius, depending on the type. Low thermal stability. These outstanding properties, especially the easiness in shaping, allow plastic to be in a lot of diverse applications, such as plastic membrane for other materials, and medical equipment, bottles, and mostly in packaging. My next material is copper. Copper is a native metal, which means it's found in nature in its metallic form. It's easy to mine and refine copper. It has been mined for 10,000 years, which makes it the oldest metal used by man. Copper is found with a lot of different minerals and rocks underground. To extract copper, it gets heated strongly with silicon dioxide and oxygen to refine it. Then it gets heated and melted in a furnace to remove unwanted materials and to extract copper. Copper is metallic and non-ferrous. It's a waterproof material, a good conductor. It resists corrosion, ductile and strong. It has high thermal stability with a melting point of 1085 C. Copper is used as a protective coating in a lot of applications, and it's used widely in electrical wiring. Furthermore, due to its protective characteristics, it's used in jewelry and coins because of its durability. It's expected that euro coins, which are made from copper, to last 30 years.
Iron is a metallic element that can be found in large amounts under the earth crust. It's found in ores such as magnetite and hematite, which has a high percentage of iron in them that can reach up to 65%. Iron ores are placed in a blast furnace along with limestone and charcoal. After heating, an air blasted from the bottom, making them mix together, and the iron created is left to cool down. Iron is considered metallic and ferrous element. Iron is highly magnetic, conduct heat and electricity, and have high thermostability and melts at 1600 Celsius. Nowadays, iron is used for producing steel, construction, and automotive parts. Lead. It can be found in free form, but it is very rare. Mostly obtained from ores like galena, cresite, and minium, which are mined from the earth. Lead is drilled from the earth crust, then crushed several times into tiny pieces. After that, it is placed in the blast furnace to mix with the chemicals added to it. Lead is a metallic non-ferrous element, has properties such as corrosion resistant, coating other elements, but has low thermal stability and melts at 327.5 Celsius. It is used to make ammunition, protective coating, lead acid batteries, which can be found in cars. Zinc is an abundant alloy, which means it is found in large quantities in nature. It can be found mostly in ores underground. The most common ore that zinc can be found in is sphalerite ore. It can be separated from the ore by mixing them with water and other chemicals. Then limestone is added to the mixture and heated up. After that, it is sent to a blast furnace and alloyed with other metals for improved properties. Zinc can be categorized as metallic, compound, and an alloy. It has low thermostability and melts at 420 degrees Celsius, but it is anti-corrosive and recyclable. It is used for protective coating as a membrane, which is a secondary coating, and making cars' body parts and for construction purposes. Bronze is a metal that people have been working with for over 3000 years. It consists mostly of copper and mixed with other metals. Bronze can be made by melting copper at a temperature around 630 degrees Celsius and then blending it with one of these metals, tin, lead, manganese, or phosphorus, in different amounts for each one. And each mixture gives bronze a certain property, and each property is used for specific application. Bronze is a man-made metal and can be called metallic and an alloy. Bronze is durable and have high thermostability. It melts around 950 degrees Celsius. It can be used for making statues, decoration purposes, plumbing, or making pipes. Stainless steel is a metal with iron as a base and other elements or metals added to it, such as chromium, nickel, carbon, and manganese. Stainless steel is made by heating up steel in an electric furnace and mixing it up with other elements or metals for the desired properties. Then it is transferred to an AOD vessel to be deoxidized. Then it is coated and forged as wanted. Stainless steel is a ferrous and alloy, also metallic and a compound. It is waterproof, conductor, man-made, rust and corrosion resistant, recyclable, and has high thermostability and melts at 1500 degrees Celsius. Used for making cookware, architectural purposes, making automotive parts, and mechanic tools.